Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in today on Inspired Individuals. Today we are having the pleasure of having Datuk Ng Thien Phing, who is the founder and group managing director of SkyWorld Development Group. Thank you so much for joining us today, Datuk.
Thank you, Ernest.
Datuk, before we start, can we just have a little bit of your background? How did you come about to set up SkyWorld, and what was your intent behind SkyWorld's development establishment?
All the while when I finished my university, my degree, all the while I want to be a businessman. So I started out from training company, provide corporate training. We have about 500 type of courses of training. Then from there we move on to IT because we realized that in training you need LCD projector, you need notebook. At time we're talking about 20 over years back. So that time we already venture into LCD and IT, then end up in property because for me everybody need the house, is it? So we see the opportunity here. So from 2008, which is 12 years ago, I set up that time is NTP World Development. Then we changed the name to SkyWorld, to better reflect our branding. Because SkyWorld only focus in city, we are the city developer, and only all is high rise. And currently, SkyWorld only focus in KL. We have all our land bank are all in KL, not even in Selangor or other state, high rise. And we learned one thing why we focus in KL is because during this 1997, that is my first economic crisis that I faced. I see the whole economy, the whole Malaysia are gone, except KL still moving because it's capital, the city of, so government are protecting and everybody are moving. And if you go to other state, then the whole economy stopped that time in 1997. This is the first lesson I learned. You see. Then secondly is we feel that the urbanization, 70% of people are moving from kampong, from the village, they move to the city. So where is the main city when they move? Normally they move, the first one, sure they will move to KL, then second followed by Penang or Johor. So that's why we focus in the city to play safe. That's why what we planned 10 years ago, now we see, now is a good chance when we see property at other state, some of them are completely stopped at other state, not moving at all, but KL still moving. So I think we make the right decisions on this. Yeah.
So now with COVID-19 and with the MCO, can I ask some more direct questions with regard to what's happening with SkyWorld and how does that impact your business currently?
We are quite lucky, we are quite lucky. In fact, as you know, end of last year, we hand over one project, and beginning of this year, we hand over second project. So we have two project just hand over. Then COVID-19 already come and say hello to us. So in terms of cash flow wise, I think we are okay for the time being. What we are busy planning now is post COVID-19, what's going to happen. And it happened is end of this financial year, because our financial year is 31st March. So 31st March is complete our SkyWorld 1.0 planning. Because we also say like government, we have a Rancangan Malaysia 5 year. But for SkyWorld, we also have the first 5 year, we call it SkyWorld 1.0, which we started at 2016 until 2020. Now we have a SkyWorld 2.0, which is 10 years plan from 2021 until 25. That is considered SkyWorld 2.1. And 2026 to 2030 is SkyWorld 2.0. So now we are busy planning about our SkyWorld 2.0. Yeah.
Can I ask you with regard to the difference between 2.0 and 1.0, what would be the main differences?
I think it's a continuity from SkyWorld 1.0. It's actually SkyWorld 1.0. When we planned that time, we want to be the best, one of the best city developer. I think I can proudly say that we have achieved about 90% of our SkyWorld 1.0. Because until now, in terms of result, we have launched about 4.4 billion of GDV of properties in the market within 5 years. And we also, in terms of unit wise, about 9,579 units, And total sales we have gathered until today is about 2.9 billion in 5 years. And we have launched about 10 projects. And we already hand over 5 projects, half of it. And total revenue about 2.1 billion. And total profit before tax about 327 million. And about in these 5 years, we have total, we receive about 37 awards total, not only in Malaysia, and some is a worldwide. We also receive like 3 times the best employer award in Malaysia. So I think we are quite okay in terms of performance. So when we're talking about SkyWorld 2.0 is mainly we feel that we should go regional. So we plan in this 10 years, the first 5 years, we want to start with 2 countries first. In fact, now we are focusing in Vietnam and maybe another country. We are studying Indonesia and also Philippines. So we plan to move to regional. And another thing is, as I said last time, my main important asset is staff. So we are going to focus on learning. We want to create learning organization, which is we want to study their competency. Then we want to see their gap, where is the problem. Then from there, we want to provide training to close the gap. So we want to move them. So we believe in, because in SkyWorld 1.0, we focus on getting a talent from outside. So when SkyWorld 2.0, we focus internally. We try to groom the internal talents. In fact, now we are still doing recruitment. We want in terms of finance, sales, project side, we are still looking for talents outside. So this is our plans. So far, we achieved most of our target. So now we want to start with the 2.0. Then, we have a lot of backlog during before COVID-19. So we took this opportunity in these 2 years, in these 2 months. So we clear all our backlog. So mostly is the planning side. As you know, in the property industry, our nature of business is different from others. We are not like IT company or you can do online programming, all that. So we can see that during this COVID-19, we have a big issue because in terms of sales, we cannot do sales. We are not like in Shopee or Lazada, we can sell all the essential item or whatever. People won't buy house or purchase house during COVID-19.
Right.
So this is a big ticket item. So they want to see property gallery and they want to see the physical show house, all that. So this one cannot because MCO time they cannot go and visit them. So what we see is totally stopped in this 1 to 2 months. We plan a little bit longer. Even government say that MCO is the third phase is until end of this April, but we put some buffer. We plan it until end of May. We feel that the COVID-19 will be until end of May. This is our we just guess and we just plan on it. So we feel that in this March, from mid of March to 2.5 months is no sales at all because people can't go and visit the property gallery, so they won't buy. So for the construction side, we also have this problem. It's because MCO, so the whole construction site is stopped, so revenue is stopped. Luckily, we have unbilled sales. Our unbilled sales is quite high, about 901 million. So we already have pre-sales, so-called, So the only thing we can do is we introduce work from home program during this COVID-19. So from here is we set up Zoom and we have a normal meeting as normal, like top management meeting, with the staff. The only setback is on the site, the field workers like clerk of work, they cannot go to work. The sales, they cannot do sales. But the rest, all we try to make it normal, normal meeting. And since we have a lot of backlog, about 1 month plus backlog, so we spend most of our time doing planning and discussion about what we are going to do post COVID-19 and for the next 10 years. I think we don't want to waste time to look at back. Whatever we already achieved or not achieved, we already take note. Then from here we move on. This is what we are doing now. Yeah.
I thought it looks as though that you guys have also adapted technology and digital technology to facilitate your MCO period to still conduct touch points with your staff there's also education, and I'm thinking there's also meetings that's happening here. But are you also looking at using technology and digital technology particularly for how products are sold moving forward? Are you looking at that as well?
Yes, because last year we already start our digitalization program, is it? We feel that this is a must, not even COVID-19, not because of COVID-19. We feel that this is the future trend, but COVID-19 will accelerate the whole transformation program. This is what we see, because in the future, people like to see. Maybe they won't wait until go and see the property gallery. They only decide. They want more information. When they stay at home, they play with their handphone. When we have a sales that time, So they want more information. They want maybe something like 3D, 4Ds, they want to have something like this. So they want to see first. So until the level that they feel satisfied, then only they will go to property gallery to see. But it won't entirely using the online, you can close the sales. We don't believe in this because it's big ticket item. Like you're buying car, you don't just look at the photo sent by them with the spec, then you decided to buy. No, you still go down to the site and see. But for the selling process, they will spend most of the time through online to study your product first. When they go there, they just move toward final stage, to just make sure whatever you sell, you promote online, all the data, everything is correct. Then they go there and then they will make the booking. Right. You see, but our digitalization process is we want to have a full scale. Even until the lawyer, when they sign the agreement, maybe in the future they just sign on a notepad, then they just email back to the company. So everything is online. So we even start out with 8 initiative, IT initiative, so digitalization. So a lot of things we try to digitalize it, because this is the future, not only because of COVID-19, this will be the future. Young people totally different from our age, is it? I see 20 plus, everything they want it to be online. That is their style. So we understand them well. Maybe because of more than 50% of our staff is young, about 30 plus, some 20 plus, so we know them quite well. So this is the future. So we try to move on this direction. Yeah.
SkyWorld has been pushing the concept of sky living. And this is the championing of this particular style of living that SkyWorld is, I think, being very famous for in the market. There's 2 parts to this question. The first part to this question ties in with what you said in terms of wanting to expand into Asia. Are you also going to be championing the sky living concept, where it's high rise and it's in terms of a condo style living? Because
we won't change that, because even we go to other country, we still sell high rise project, only in a city. Because we believe in urbanization, like what I say just now, urbanization, that is important. Even this not only happen in Malaysia, even we realize in Vietnam, people stay at the kampong, the village, they move to Ho Chi Minh City, or they move to other Hanoi, they move to the bigger city. Is it because of job opportunity, more vibrant lifestyle because of this? So this is the focus. And besides that, we emphasize on the quality, because for us, quality is tied down also with the value, is it? Because one of our brand promise is enhance the value. We believe that today you buy at 500,000, tomorrow we want it to be the value increase to 600 or 700. So one of the way is to come up with the good quality product to them. Because this is also because of my background, I'm quite poor last time. So we stay at the affordable home, that time called Rumah Murah. The workmanship is very bad. So every time my relative come and visit my mother will curse the the developer and the contractor, why the workmanship is so bad, kind of thing. So I don't want people to curse me for the whole life, because some of them, they only can afford 1 unit or, maybe maximum 2 units in their whole life, is it? So we have better give them the best quality. So when they move in, whole life they will be happy with the quality. But of course, we are in the midst of still learning, to come up with the best quality to them. That's why we are one of the first and pioneer, to introduce the quality standard, the QLASSIC standard. Like we know that in the industry that about only 4% of people go for quality benchmark, which is QLASSIC. They're afraid to be audit by third party. But SkyWorld no. Maybe we are young, we take the challenge, we ask third party to come and audit us and give us the mark. That's why we set the marking like for affordable, 70 marks, for normal range 75, and the high end one or mid high one is 80 marks and above. We are not afraid of all this because we feel that market should challenge us as a developer. We should move toward, providing the better quality to them. So this is what we believe. Yeah.
So the second part of the question with regard to your future 2.0 plans, because of COVID and MCO, because of probably the change in the dynamics of how the buyers will buy and what the buyers may think is important, has that affected your designs for future project launches that you're looking at?
Yes. Because first thing, that's why we need to, another brand promise is we need to be innovative. In the future, the trend is AI coming in. They will affect a lot. I want to stay in office, but I control the whole house function. Artificial intelligence is very, very important in the future because the people will move toward this direction already. Even in SkyWorld today, we already have SkyWorld Connect. In the condo, you can do the booking. In the future, you can pay the bill. This is what we are planning to do, and some of them is already in the midst of doing it. So we have to put in the AI element in our new design because this is what the future wants. So we are studying this, but unfortunately, the whole AI technology are not matured yet. Now a lot of trying and error by the manufacturer. Another thing is what we plan now, the technology might change after 3 years. Because when we build a house, we sell that time, we will sell the latest technology to our buyer, to our young buyer. But the issue is by the time 3 years later, when you complete the project, the technology is already maybe outdated. Like what computer now, also notebook, every 6 months or every 9 months, some of the handphone, they already come up with a new model. So this is a challenge that faced by us, that we have to overcome it.
Do you foresee there'd be more interest in terms of units actually having a room where they can work from the unit itself? Because with this situation of MCO and COVID, I think a lot of people are looking at how do we convert space to not just be a living space, but a working space together. And if both husband and wife also need to work, and then you need more space because you need to have that separation, especially with a lot of video meetings, you cannot have it in an open space where everybody's talking at the same time.
That is where we introduced, previously we introduced the dual key concept. Previously we introduced dual key concept is for family, those who like with a young family and the parent. But we suddenly realized that the dual key not only work for that, it's also work for the husband and wife. Sometimes they want to be very close, yet they want to be not so close also, is it? So they can work at home, is it, co-living? Because now, like what we see during this work from home, the logistic wise, the communication issue and the background, because at home, some of them, they don't have the proper setup, is it? We see setup at home. So I see that using dual key, it would definitely affect our design for the future. The dual key might be very popular in the future because they might create that as their co-working space, so they can set up a proper office, so they can work from there. So they separate out, yet they're very close because they save time. They don't need to go out, drive half an hour to 1 hour to the office. So just next door, you see. So all these elements will definitely change our design in the future. And we see this is the trend.
Moving forward, I just want to take you to a bit further into the future. How will you know that your vision for SkyWorld will be delivered from the day you started vision? How will you know done?
To make it successful, I think first is a strategy. I think strategy-wise, I think we have a full confidence because we set out, we are based in city. We are city developer, and because of urbanization, so the urbanization rate, will be higher and higher. It won't go lower. It won't have a trend like people move out from city, go to kampong back. It won't, because of a lot of facility, amenity issue, hospital, everything. People want a better facility and a better opportunity in the city. So now to make it happen or not happen is depend on the staff, our talent. I think that is a key issue. Like last time, I always tell my staff is, if I don't have enough money, I don't have issue. If my product is not so good, it's not my issue. The main thing is, if I don't have the best talent, that is the most important asset. I will have a big issue. Why? Because if I don't have money, my corporate finance guy will go and see bank, look for the money, borrow money from bank, all that. If our design not good, my project side or my product design team, they will come up the best and keep improving the design to follow the market trend. But if I don't have the best staff with me, the best talent with me, I think I'm not going to achieve, even if I have the best strategy or best execution planning. But the implementation part is crucial. This is what I see. Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much, Dato'. Your insights towards strategy, success, and also achievement has been really breathtaking, and it's also very, very inspirational to a lot of people, including myself. Thank you so much for taking the time to spend with us today. Yeah, and we wish you all the very best post-COVID for greater heights for SkyWorld and for Sky Living.
Yeah, together we hope for the best for all.
Excellent.
Stay safe at home.
Stay safe. Thank you so much, Dato'. Take care.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.